We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets. Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Inside the 20, Alvin Kamara.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
72 yards.
And the Saints need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Hall again.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
Kelly,
and
don't
6.
let Kelly.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A pitch comes to Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers now to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
88.
Rodgers now on third and goal. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. First and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Second and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Kamara up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
On play action. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10.
Right now.
On play action, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something. Taking it right down Broadway. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field. And they'll try a little razzle-dazzle. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Hall again. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. They'll hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Jets are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. An analytic.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Right now, you got 58. Wide left. Inside. Go to 50.
Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A give running right is Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. To throw is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the 2nd half with an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hall again on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On the move to his left. And this one too low.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run to Hall. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 122 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now 2nd and 3.
Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Jim. Get 300. Get 300.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers wants to change the look. Rodgers now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Demario Davis there on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here comes second down at 5.
Now it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here's second down.
Rodgers to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's third down at 5.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers.
And check down complete to Hall.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw here. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they can use something here on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. That is intercepted. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing his car. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Here comes 2nd down. Carr to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. But we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And the Saints signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise. How about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with. And to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, could not cover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, I know you turned the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. He finds Wilson, and he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run him at home. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to win it in overtime. And And he got it.
Bye, Felicia.
In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Jets are going to win the football game. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.